Is the Temple, Texas real estate market slowing down, or are we still moving strong? We have another market update. December, almost 100 homes sold last month in Temple. Today, we're going to go over the data and kind of the price ranges and the hot neighborhoods in Temple, Texas. But first, if y'all are local, the big event this month is the Salado Christmas Stroll. Listen, I'm going to be playing the piano there. It's very fun. It's a great experience. There's plenty of shopping. You got wine, you got s'mores. There is so much to do in Salado, such a cute town. Come see me. I'm playing on Friday and Saturday from 4 to like 9:30, 10 o'clock. All right, let's get into it. All right, so 94 homes total sold in Temple over the last 30 days. You have price ranges from $79,000 all the way up to $580,000, with the average sales price being around $280,000 to $285,000. Get this, most of the homes that sold in Temple sold very close to asking price, which is a good sign really for buyers and sellers. So overall, big picture, Temple is still an active market. It's still strong, but listen, this is from a realtor who's actually working in the market. Buyers have an amazing opportunity right now for homes in the Temple area. Sellers are getting scared and they want to sell. So I am seeing in my personal business a lot of really good deals. You know, I'm getting money off the sales price. I'm getting closing costs paid for. You know, the last one that I sold, the appraisal came in way higher than what we had in a contract, and the seller was paying like $10,000 in closing costs. And this is on like a $300,000 property. All right, so the price points. Under $200,000, you know, you're kind of getting like a budget-friendly first-time home buyer, maybe in like the 175 to 200 range. Anything under like 160 is going to be mainly the investor properties, older homes. Maybe they need a little bit of rehab. And then once you get above that 200 range, perfect sweet spot for the first-time home buyer. You can get a good quality property here in Temple, you know, for $225 if you want a decent place, and then you can get new builds, $250 to $300. And the new builders are still offering great interest rates, great incentives, closing cost assistance, stuff like that. So if y'all want to get into a new build, reach out to me. You can schedule an appointment with me down below. If you go with me for a new build, I'm going to hook you up. Just trust me, reach out to me, find out what incentives I am offering. Let's keep going. Now, $300,000 to $400,000 range is gonna be normally that step up home buyer range. This price range is where I see the most opportunity for a buyer in this market, because there's a lot more first-time home buyers in kind of the Temple area. I mean, people will buy in Temple because of the price point. So it's kind of like they're just getting started. They want to be at that lower price point, below $300,000. These homes from like the $300,000 to $400,000 range, they're like on the low end for a step-up buyer maybe, and they're on the high end for the first-time home buyer. So they are really, they're sitting on the market for more days than obviously the first-time home buyer homes. And think about it, put yourself in the seller's shoes. You're gonna get worried. You're gonna be like, I really need to sell this. I have 2 mortgage payments, whatever the case is. I'm worried because the thing is, what bothers me the most about realtors is that they'll sometimes be like, well, they're listed at this price. We don't want to insult them. But for me, I'm like, just please write me an offer. I want to get this thing sold. I want the seller to be happy. I want to get out of this. The seller wants to get out of it. But people don't just don't do it. They don't write up. They don't at least try. Put an offer in, Sellers are wanting something in writing and they're not getting it. So what does that mean? You come up with something in writing, they may even accept it right off the jump. The market is very slow for sellers, especially in this price point right now. So I see that as the biggest opportunity. I'm seeing some really nice homes for, you know, the low 300s, 315, 325, they're great homes. I mean, they're large homes, they're unique. I just toured one in Canyon Creek that it needed a little bit of updating, but it's a beautiful location, beautiful layout. Like, you got large windows, you have a really nice kitchen if it was just a little bit more updated. An amazing home that you can really, it could be a step-up home, but you could also make it like your dream home. So check that out. It's gonna come up probably a little bit after this video. Listen, if you are thinking about selling and then buying in Temple, reach out to me. There's so much opportunity, and I don't think that other realtors, the majority of realtors are not seeing what I'm seeing because they're not doing as much business. You know, they're not actually involved in the market as much as I am. And just for that reason, I mean, at least reach out to me, hear me out, what I have to say. I'm going to work in your best interest. I don't know why. Every time I do these market update videos, I'm like, add. I'm just pumping myself up. Let's keep going. All right, so sales in the $200,000 to $300,000 range. Stinky, you gotta chill it out, brother. I was just holding them, then I put them down, and then I hold them again, and he is nonstop. It's every time, it's same with it's the market video. He never does this when I'm just recording other stuff, so. Okay, keep going. $200,000 to $300,000 price range in Temple. These are gonna be the hot neighborhoods. These are where the most homes sold. So you have Hartrick Ranch is actually one of them. I may have a listing coming here soon. Great neighborhood, you're kind of out, you know, away from the city a little bit. There's a lot of new builds. I have videos of the new builds. They are offering incentives as well. You're gonna be in that kind of higher 200,000 range all the way up to like a little bit above 300,000. Great neighborhood for first-time home buyers who want to get into a new build. So then you have Lake Point, which is Belton ISD, and then Windmill Farms. Good neighborhoods, great neighborhoods for first-time home buyers. You're gonna be right in that good price point, great school district. So if you want to get, you know, on a search for just those neighborhoods, or if you're interested in getting in a search for kind of that price range, reach out to me. You can also go to my website and you can get yourself like set up like pretty much what you would get from my MLS. So you can always sign up. That'll be down below as well. Let's keep it moving. All right, delete the let's keep it moving part. All right, so that's where these, so those neighborhoods are great. What we're seeing kind of in terms of size and age, these are gonna be mainly above 2010. That's kind of where the buyers are kind of gravitating towards. Those a little bit newer properties, not super new, but above 2010. Newer than 2010. And then, you know, between 1,400 to 2,200 square feet. I don't see a lot of first-time buyers looking for more than 2,200 square feet. But the one that I just sold, the $300,000 one, they were looking for more than 2,200. So it does happen. And it's, I mean, you can find something, if that is your price range, there's a lot of great options in Temple that are larger, you know. There's definitely less options, you know, than if you were at the 375, but at 325, you can get a great large home in a decent area. It's gonna be maybe a little bit older, but I mean, you can't be super picky if you're gonna get like 2,500 square feet and you want something brand new, you know, it's a little bit more expensive, but I personally like the homes that are in the older areas more than these new builds. All right, if you're looking in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, the neighborhoods that you're gonna want to look at are gonna be Mesa Ridge, great neighborhood, Carruthers Builds. They have D.R. Horton and Flint Ridge Builders. They're all offering great incentives. Then you have Legacy Ranch, which they really were in like the 500 range. This is a master plan community, great community in Temple. Great community in Temple. It's going to be great. I mean, there's a really beautiful homes there. John Houston, I still want to say Legacy Ranch. John Houston and Arnold Design and Build, they have recently kind of dropped their pricing because of the market, and now they're in like the mid 400s. So if you want like a little bit more of a luxury home, but not like super luxury, those are great options. Great area. I like that area because there's going to be restaurants, there's going to be commercial. They're doing a lot of stuff in this area. I think it's probably one of the areas in Temple with the most potential for appreciation in the long run. Then you have Hills of Westwood, Bella Terra. Bella Terra is close to my house and close to Legacy Ranch. That's a nice neighborhood as well. These are all great options for between that $300,000 to $400,000 range. And you can find a great home. These are great step-up homes, great location. And then, like I said, the location is just improving. They're building restaurants. Now, if you don't want to be around a whole bunch of commercial and restaurants and stuff like that, I think they are coming. So it may not be the best option for you. So listen, the days on the market, what the data that I have suggests is that under the 250,000 mark is actually getting a little bit harder to sell. They're actually selling easier above the 250,000 mark, maybe because of the age, maybe because of the condition, but these first-time home buyers are actually increasing their price point, to kind of get something nicer maybe, or maybe even something that they can stay in for longer. You wanna go down, buddy? If it were me, I still think, dude, look what you did to me, brother. For my investors, I think flips, I would still want to be under the 250,000 mark. Here's why. Because if you're flipping, you're going to have to add value. So you're going to probably add value to something that's older. Now, these buyers are taking a look at the age of the property. Even though maybe you replaced everything. If it says 1973, they're going to see that as a lot less valuable than something that says 2015. So keep that in mind. If you're investing, if you're flipping, please reach out to me, first of all, because there's a lot of variations, especially in this market, that can happen. But I would still want to be under the 250,000 range, even though that range has, appeared to get a little bit tighter. Sellers, more important now than ever, if you're selling a property, to have somebody who knows what they're doing, who is actively selling properties and actively in this market, because it is changing every single day. I don't even go off the comps anymore. It is wild. So there's a certain amount of showings that you want to get. If you don't get those showings, you have to adjust quickly, Now, some people will be like, well, we haven't had a showing in a month. Maybe now it's time to lower the price. No, the time to lower the price was after the first 2 weeks. Or if you have 0 showings, maybe after the first week, because everything that I price well is getting showings immediately, within the week or within the first 10 days at least. It's important for sellers also to make sure the property is presented well, especially if you're going to be in that first-time home buyer, resell, but between 200 to 300. They want something clean. It's shown by, the price point. They want something that's nice. If it's clean, they can picture themselves in this property better. They're not thinking about, listen, this is not logical, but if it's dirty, they're gonna think, I've had buyers say this, look at how dirty the floor is. That's a good example of how they took care of the house. Obviously that's not the case because they're not even living in the property, but you gotta think about it. Their first-time buyers are nervous. They were nervous about making a mistake. They may have even their parents saying, oh, you don't need to buy a house, this is a mistake. So there's a lot of different things happening in the mind of a first-time home buyer. So keep that in mind when you're selling your property. All right, that's the market update. I'm gonna try to throw in some pages and make it interesting. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Listen, if you're thinking about buying or selling, or if you're in the market for a home in Temple, Belton, Killeen, Harker Heights, reach out to me. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, or you can schedule an appointment with me down below. We can go over all your goals and kind of get a feel on how I can serve you in the best way possible. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let's get it.